Hello again, welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks, drinks for gamers, and EAC Eldridge Air Conditioning. So, race 2, round 5 here at the Deep Forest Raceway is here, and we're about to start this second race, 18 laps again. This is no softs on this one, medium and hard only, that mandatory pit as well. That's got to be taken between lap 6 and 12. So let's get on with it and go through this grid. So we have Conrad in first position. We've got Kebabman in second, Motorstorm in third, Bloomfield in fourth, Brownie in fifth, Captain Slow in sixth, Big Mac in seventh, Jabba eighth, Brian Moncani in ninth, Brian Mechanic in 10th, Cherry Bomb in 11th, and our winner of race 1, Dyson, in 12th. We are missing a driver by the looks of it. We had 13 in race 1, didn't we? We appear to be missing someone who I'm not sure who that is at the moment. So I'll pick that up at some point. Here we go. Watch these lights as we start this race 2. Away we go. Onward on the hard tyres. Leading down to turn 1 along with Kebabman, also on the hard tyres. These are going to be tricky on these hard tyres. Mediums for Motorstorm Hero with Bloomfield on hard. So Storm Hero in the middle of a lot of hard tyre starters. It's interesting to see how these boys handle these hard tyres around here. Be really, really careful here on lap 1, especially with the grip levels, temperature. Kebabman, he hugs the wall, and Kebabman is left stranded there. Just got on the inside on that inside piece where he would have got penalty, probably just very slippery out there, especially on those hard tyres. Got himself on the grass, and the wife hurt now, and he was somewhere there trying to get himself sorted. So Conrad then still in the lead. Motorstorm Hero up to second now, and we've got Bloomfield, Brownie and Captain Slow all having a battle here. Bloomfield on the hard tyres, and then Captain Slow. Brownie on the mediums. The top to complete lap 1. The mechanic in 6th, Jabba in 7th, Cherry Bomb 8th, Dyson in 9th. So we see Cherry Bomb having a look at the inside of Jabba. Didn't quite get that done. Jabba remains in 7th. Brian Moncani there behind Dyson in 10th place. Badman after he's off in 11th with Big Mac in 12th. So Big Mac must have had an off as well somewhere, because Badman was 12th place after his spin. So since then, looks like Big Mac's had an issue somewhere. Rod on the hard tyres. Looks like he wants this one. It's Motorstorm Hero second still, being chased by Brownie. These two on the medium tyres. This battle going on an hairpin with Bloomfield going around the outside of Captain Slow. I think it's actually Captain Slow having a go at Bloomfield up the inside, but didn't quite get that job done. Bloomfield remains in 5th place. Very fast. Turn 18 and along over the line to start lap 3. Captain Slow is going to go down here at turn 1. Does take that unusual tight line, but it worked for him that time. Up to 5th place he goes, past Bloomfield. once the stops all completed, that'll give you a little bit more of a true reflection as to where these cars are on track. It's the tower, left hand side sorts itself out. At the moment really it's anybody's race, isn't it? But Conrad obviously he's doing himself no harm at all out there up front. Obviously with Motorstorm Hero having to run the hard tyres on the second stint, it'll be interesting to see how Conrad goes on the mediums. Motorstorm Hero, he's being caught now by Brian the Mechanic, Brownie, a big long line of cars going through the hairpin here, so it's all still anybody's at the moment. His mix of tyres here really gives for great racing, all about the decisions as what driver wants to start with what in the first stint. So it really does make for a bit of mix here as Cherry Bomb now goes up the inside of Bloomfield, gets that done. Dyson trying to follow him through there as well, but he didn't quite get that done, so Cherry to 6th, Bloomfield now in the middle in 7th, with Dyson right behind him in 8th place. Dyson, hard tyres also. It's up to 8th from 12th. Still not too sure. I think it might have been Pablo that we're missing. I was racking my brains trying to think who it was that we haven't got here, and I think it's Pablo. So Pablo, for whatever reason, hasn't made this race too. This is a shame. There's a yellow flag up here. What's that about? Is there someone stranded? Someone is facing the wrong way. Who's that? Oh, and there he was. Oh, it's Brownie. He's going to be facing the wrong way there, and it's going to be the back end again, isn't it, in these cars? It's okay there, doesn't he? And yeah, and the way it goes, it just goes, doesn't it? Just goes loose on you, and that's the result. 10th now, he's got to wait for Bad Man to go past before he can get it facing the other way. He's going to be under pressure from the Big Mac to get himself going, so back to 11th. So a bit unfortunate there for Brownie. He's having a good race tonight here at the Deep Forest Raceway. Quite going his way in this race though, is it? So Conrad then about to start lap 5. He chased up Brian and Motorstorm, and Brian, who's picking up the fastest lap at the moment as well, 1:28.6. Good drive, but Motorstorm gets in, does he? No, he doesn't. Brian is battling it out to try and keep that second place from Motorstorm Hero. Motorstorm Hero's on the inside now though, and you can't go too through there. Got to be careful. They did the right thing. Actually, Motorstorm Hero just lifted there to let Brian have it. You cannot go through there. Suicide, impossible. Well, you can, but one of you is going to be ending up somewhere else other than the correct place. So did the right thing and just lifted and let Bry keep that position at that point. But looks like Motorstorm Hero will be lining him up along the start here, the straight here up the hill towards the hairpin, although he might get him before then. In fact, he could get him now. Does get him now, but it's going to be again drag race to the hairpin. Bry's not going to want to give that second place up, is he? Motorstorm Hero's got the inside line, and I think Bry's going to have to, unless he can do a little switch back here if Motorstorm Hero runs it a little bit wide, which he does, but I just followed him out there, and actually that was his opportunity, and and it's all, they both go off. There's a big collision. Captain Slow's involved as well. Wow, let's have a look what happened there then. So stay with Motorstorm Hero. He's on the inside here going into the hairpin. He's ahead of Bry at this point. Runs it wide. Bry also follows him out there, and then just a little tag at the back there, Motorstorm. Then he spins round. He hits Bry. Captain Slow's wrong place at the wrong time, and 3 cars are out of kilter there and losing places as Jabba goes through to 6th as well. So Motorstorm Hero all the way back to 8th. Still fighting it with Brian the Mechanic though. So, bit of a coming together there. Captain Slow also was involved, wasn't he? He's back to 9th now. That's some front damage too. So front damage for Captain Slow. Motorstorm Hero with front damage, and there's a car off there, and that's Brian Moncani this time. What happened to him? So now just getting into the... did the Captain Slow in race 1, didn't he? Just at turn 1, couldn't quite get the car stopped. He's on them hard tyres, might be coming into play now. So very difficult on those hard tyres around here. Mentioned that at the start, and it's just starting to happen, isn't it? Guys are just making a few mistakes. The yellow flag there, although I think there's nothing actually there. But Captain Slow now right up behind Brian Moncani. So Captain Slow's going to have a look to see if he can take 8 from him, and he does, and that's a good move from Captain Slow. And again, he does come up with some unusual cornering techniques, but he gets the job done, and that's the main thing. If you can get yourself past. But he's back into the clutches of Brian Moncani now, and I think Brian's going to have another go. Does Captain Slow's obviously going to defend? He's going to come across surely. No, he doesn't. Opens the door up for Brian to slip up the inside, and clean move. So Dyson now leaders in though, along with Cherry Bomb. That means Bloomfield takes up the lead as we watch this battle still going on between these two. Neck and neck. Through the final corner, Brian Moncani still just about ahead of him, of Captain Slow in 6th place. Down to turn 1 now, and he remains in 6th for Captain Slow. Moncani running a bit wide there. So Dyson, Cherry Bomb, a couple of them come in there. So Dyson back to 9th with Cherry Bomb in 10th. So they've now done their mandatory stop and in the medium tyres. So let's see what happens to them by the time we get to the end of this race. But it does mean Bloomfield's taken up that lead. Still to stop, of course. But after race 1 shenanigans, he's going to be wanting to get something out of this one, that's for sure. He's got a few more laps he can take before he needs to come in, before the pit window shuts. But trouble is, he's on the hard tyres, Motorstorm Hero on the mediums, but he's also got to come in, and Brian Mechanic now attacking Jabba in the background. Jabba on the hard has also got to come in too, but Brian Mechanic goes up the inside, and I think he has been in, so Brian may well got his medium tyres. Not sure if he has or not. I think it was only, to be fair, I think it was only there's a couple more coming in now. Bloomfield, yeah, Conrad, Jabba, so another 3, 4 coming in. Brian Moncani, so quite a lot coming in here in lap 8. Lap 7 as it was for them. So, change again. Did say about the towers, Motorstorm Hero now takes the lead from Brian Mechanic. Let's have a look at that move from Motorstorm Hero. It was along the straight, turn 1, up the inside and past Bright to take the lead. Motorstorm Hero. Brian Mechanic still with the fastest lap though, still that 28.6. Not sure if either of these have been in through their stop yet either, so it could be a race pit lane for these two. Captain Slow in 3rd also hasn't come in yet, I don't believe, but this guy has come in and is in 4th place. It's in line for double victory again for Dyson once these guys ahead of him come in. So you're not that far ahead of him, certainly close enough to take them whilst they're stationary in pit lane. Badman in 5th place, being chased down by Cherry Bomb, another one who's been in and changed. So Badman has got to come in too, but Cherry Bomb now attacking Badman up here at the hairpin. Gets the job done nice and easy. Up to 5th place goes Cherry Bomb. So Cherry Bomb, as we see Batman coming in. So Cherry Bomb is 5th place. So again, way ahead of his nearest rival, who's Moncani, way back down there in 10th place. Been in and come out, of course, which is why he's down there as he attacks Brownie. But I think Cherry Bomb having come in already and, ahead of Brian Moncani here, leading the championship going into the next round after this, which is the Daytona race course in the USA, the infield. It's going to be a really interesting race over there in the States. So I was talking, Dyson, he's got that fastest lap now, 1:28.0. He's in 4th place, he's being chased down by Cherry Bomb, who's up to 5th, but pretty sure that these guys ahead of him still haven't come in yet, or still got to come in, I should say. So he's in perfect position at the moment, Dyson, to take victory, and also gets another fastest lap and beats his previous lap by about 6/10. So the medium tyres are working for him, a 1:27.4 now for Dyson. So really on the charge. It's all about flow around here, this circuit as well. You've got to get yourself into a bit of a rhythm and a nice flow, just like the circuit itself. Oh, Captain Slow, what happened there? That was looking a little bit squirrely there, didn't it? What happened? Did he catch too much inside curb or outside curb? It could be too much to the inside. Was it just the back end again? Oh, it's just, yeah, the back end wanted to come out and Captain Slow was preparing himself for it and he just stopped it, but of course that's had to adjust and make sure the car doesn't come round on him. That's now just putting him into the clutches of Dyson, who clearly is on a charge and he's on those medium tyres. As Captain Slow is on the he's on the mediums as well, I should say so. But Dyson, we know, is on a charge here. But it's not going to take Captain Slow down here at the hairpin, I don't think. It's going to be way too far back there to make that one happen. But about these guys ahead of these two, are they going to come in yet? Have they been in yet? Maybe they have. Maybe I've missed it. Maybe Dyson is genuinely in 4th place. I'm thinking they must have, because I think that's the pit window shut actually. So maybe it isn't. Perhaps there's another couple of laps. Storm anyway, he's still out front. He hasn't been in. Definitely hasn't been in because he started on the medium tyres. So they have got this lap and another lap before the pit window shuts. Oh. And bye-bye to Motorstorm Hero, gets himself on the outside curb, and that's another little error from Motorstorm Hero. He's going to be passed by Captain Slow, he's going to be passed by Dyson, and front damage as well. Not sure why that's gone like that. But in the meantime, Brian Mechanic takes the lead. Another one, I believe, is going to come in. It's Captain Slow to 2nd. Dyson now up to 3rd. Something's wrong with Motorstorm Hero. Fell all the way back. Perhaps the damage was just too much for the car. Couldn't get it started, and maybe he's got to retire out of this race. Back to pit lane for him, possibly. It's like all the cars are running though, as we see Dyson now. It's a little bit closer this time. Could have a move on. Captain Slow still no, remains behind him in 3rd. Looks like these guys may well be taking it to the final lap here before going to pit lane. Brian Mechanic and Captain Slow I'm talking about here. Yeah, we have lost Storm Hero. So the damage, presumably, significant enough for him to retire out of this race. So major points going to be lost for him here in race 2. Brian the Mechanic. Got a nice lead over Dyson, who's got a pass done on Captain Slow, so he's got himself to second now. Dyson so trying to hunt down Brian the Mechanic ahead of him. So we see him come down out of turn 17. He's going to go into the pit lane, and he's had to really. This is the final opportunity, and he goes in. So Dyson will pick up the lead. You know that he's done his stop, so he will take the lead off of Brian the Mechanic. Captain Slow also in, so that does mean that Cherry Bomb now takes second place, just like race 1. We've got Dyson in first, Cherry Bomb in second. Could finish like that as well here. Again in race 2, like it did in race 1. Cherry Bomb though, like in race 1, it's got the fastest lap of 1:27.3, so duking it out again with Dyson in terms of fastest laps. Just beats Dyson's last. It was fastest lap by about a tenth. So everything's like a repeat of race 1 here. We've got Dyson in first, Cherry Bomb in second. We've got Dyson and them just trading fastest laps as well by a tenth or two. So it is almost a repeat of race 1 coming into these final few laps now. This 18 lap around the Deep Forest Raceway here in Switzerland. And Cherry Bomb again looks to be a little bit closer this time, but I still think that it could end up as a 1-2 as you see it now, as it was in race 1. Bloomfield in third. This is more like it. This is where he would have wanted to be, obviously, in race 1. If they had they not nosed up his tyres. So third place, although Brian the Mechanic is fighting hard there in fourth with Conrad, who hasn't seen too much of in this race, and now has got himself to 5th place and is chasing down Brian the Mechanic. So Brian did go in, didn't he? So he obviously came out in 4th place behind Bloomfield. But it looks like he's been just come out ahead of Conrad, and now the pressure's on to try and keep that 4th place as Conrad now tries to take that place off of Bright. So let's stick with this one and just see. Looks like Conrad is on mediums, Brian's on the hard, so I was going to say it does look like Brian's struggling a little bit with the tyres he's on, and having swapped them for the hard tyres doesn't look like he fancies them too much, does it? The car's not behaving quite right, and Conrad's going to say, I don't really care about that, I'm on a mediums, get out of my way, coming through as he takes 4th place off him. We will do, presumably, up here at the hairpin. And there you go. Turns it much easier than Brian struggling on those hard tyres. But the other Brian Moncani is just behind them in 6th place, is on the mediums. So now Brian Moncani could be looking to chase down Brian the Mechanic. It'll be the battle of the Briars again. Brian the Mechanic hasn't given up on Conrad, has he? Because he's going to attack him down here at turn 1. But no, didn't get that done. Let's take a lap or so, lap or two, just to get them hard tyres up to temp and up to speed, but still tricky, and even more so with a car like this, with a back end like this that likes to come out on you. So trying to control it, and is that Conrad who's made a mistake? And I think right on cue, as I was just talking about the back end coming round on you, I think is exactly what's happened to Conrad. Comes around the inside as he catches the curve. Now he's going to do exactly what Motorstorm Hero done. Oh, he nearly put off Brian. Mechanic as well. Brian McCartney goes through. Conrad is sort of stuck there under the bridge. And he's going to smash it. He's got front and rear damage, and he could be under pressure now from this next lot coming through. Jabber, Captain Slow, who are all on the charge. Ahead of him, so Brian Moncani. Sorry, Brian Mechanic in fourth, Brian Moncani in fifth. Conrad now in sixth place, but still with that damage. Affect his aero a little bit on these cars, although it's rear damage now only as it resets itself. But Jabber is right in his mirrors. So Conrad, from trying to attack Bright, the Mechanic, is now down in sixth and is being attacked by Jabber and Co. That man now in eighth place. Slow in ninth. Brownie in 10th. Damage as well at the front, so he's had a moment somewhere too. Big Mac in 11th, not really got going in this one, has he, the Big Mac? The medium tyres in 11th place. So Battle's doing up front. Dyson looks comfortable ahead of Cherry Bomb. Again, that gap not really changed, has it? It's going to be the penultimate lap when they come round next time. So again, Dyson may well have affected the strategy here. Looks like he's come back with a double victory. So where he's been, certainly sure he couldn't wait to get back, and what a response this is as he starts his lap now, Dyson, and he's also just put in another fastest lap at 1:26.8. That's half a second quicker than Cherry Bomb's fastest lap, so I'm not sure that's going to get beaten now. 1:26.8 here in these last couple of laps. Dyson not only is leading this race by some, he's also putting the hammer down and getting the lap times, like quali laps, being put in here for Dyson. Cherry Bomb can't live with it, but I think, like race one, I think he'll settle for second, you know, knowing that Brian Moncani is behind him still in fourth. So he would have gained points in race one, and he's going to gain points again here in race two, assuming he stays on track here in these last couple of laps. Bloomfield there in third. And there's Brian Moncani in fourth place. I think he got a fourth in race one too, so he could get 2 fourth places here tonight. Brian Moncani. Brian the Mechanic in fifth. Jabber sixth. Kebab Man in seventh. Being chased down by Conrad, who's in eighth. Captain Slow in ninth. He's there somewhere. There he is. Brownie in 10th. Big Mac in 11th. So with our leader on the final lap, yet again, strategy on the fuel as well. Looks like he's worked it to perfection. Flirting with the track limits as well. But all good from Dyson's point of view, and looks like he's going to take victory. Cherry Bomb also, if anything, whatever happens here, although he will be leading the championship going into the next one, if he's unfortunate enough not to win that championship, I think he should get a trophy anyway for most improved driver, because he's seriously up there now. As we see Dyson now back to our leader, coming through the final corner to take the double victory on his comeback. Well done to Dyson, just what the doctor ordered. Cherry Bomb also in second, getting his second of the evening. Winfield, yes, he's going to enjoy this one after race one. What happened there? Yeah, I thought he might. Winfield in third, well done. Ryan Moncani with another fourth place. Yeah, he'll take that for sure. Ryan the Mechanic will come in fifth place. It's hard tyres, which is pretty good. Jabba in sixth, being chased down by Kebabman's is close here. So sixth for Jabba, seventh for Kebabman, Conrad in eighth, Captain Slow in ninth. So close back there. Spectacular finish as well. And Brownie, some way back there in 10th place. And the Big Mac, who it looks like has just made a little error down there around the left-hander. Even further back, but here's Brownie now coming down to finish the race in 10th. And we move on to round 6. Daytona, next time out. Another tricky track. So we see the Big Mac coming in 11th place to complete the field, and the results: Dyson with the fastest lap, 1:26.8 in the end. So well done to all the drivers there. Good racing. 2 races of superb quality. Hope you enjoyed those. Join me again soon for the next round from League 2. And thanks for watching. Catch you then. Bye-bye.